Hi, my Cancers. Welcome to your June monthly zodiac reading. I'm Christine, and before we get started, quick reminders. Always trust your intuition. Always trust your inner guidance and the messages you receive. Practice discernment with any reading, mine or any others. Know that energies are fluid and that people have free will, so anyone can change their minds at any time. So let's dive in and get started with your reading. I hope 2022 has been treating you well. I hope this month opened up just a different energy for you all. May was, comment down below. I'd love to hear, how was your May? It was a heavy month. We are going to dive in with some oracles first. I felt very guided to focus primarily with angels and ancestors, but I have a few other magical decks and numerology, and we will also use some tarot to get even more clarification and see what is in store for you. I just saw 111. So let's get started. Spirit, universe, what messages do you have for my Cancers for the month of June? What do they need to know? What messages do you have for my Cancers? What do they need to know? We got Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Ironically, as I started your reading and I was meditating, because I don't show that on camera, I meditate, clear energy, and convene with my own spiritual team before these readings. Look what we got. I felt a rush and semblance of peace, just Zen-like peace, total acceptance for where you are right now. And I feel like that's the attitude of the Cancers that I'm tapping into right now. Embrace the energy of peace. Your season is coming up in a few weeks, so perhaps some of you are getting ready and are feeling that. Your birthdays, for many of you, are right around the corner. And I'm just feeling like feeling in touch with myself, getting back in touch with who I am and going back home, which home means your inner compass, you as a soul. So I feel like at this moment, you are in the process or have been recalibrating. And take it as it resonates. These energies may be happening currently, may have happened already in the past, or may be about to happen in the future. But I feel like there is this recalibration, almost when you take a compass. I mentioned this with another sign, perhaps one of the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And when you are looking for the direction, it kind of moves. That's what I feel like you all are doing. But you're realigning that compass with your inner heart, with how you're feeling, how in touch you feel with where you are going next. And this is a really peaceful energy because the energy is like syncing up. It's in alignment to where you're going. Let's see what other messages the universe has for you. What other messages do our ancestors and angels have for my Cancers? Some of you may have been at a crossroads before, but I feel like now I just keep getting recalibrating, balancing, equilibrium. Like it's all coming to an even keel, like a balance. And you are starting to understand what it is that truly makes your heart sing, what really lights you up, what really connects to you on a soul level. You all are the rulers of the 4th house of the home, but also very nurturing. You're very in touch with your emotions, water signs. And I feel like at this time, some of you before may have strayed or may have been engaged in different lifestyle routines, habits, relationships, environments that were not for your highest good. In other words, it was almost like you were being led off track, but you're coming back. We also got Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. So at this time, some of you may be healing as well. I just sense a calmness around you, a resolute acceptance, just not necessarily agreeing to what has happened, but just an acceptance. And so at this time, we've had Pluto in retrograde and Saturn just went retrograde on the 4th. And so there are some things that could be coming up with patterns, habits, belief systems rising up from your lineage that you may be being called to dealt with, that you're recognizing and you're releasing. I feel like this is something you've been working through, or you're working through, or you have acknowledgement, because I'm getting this is tapping into the direction you're going into next. Some of you, this may mean an overhaul in any area of your life. So a new relationship, new career, job path, changing jobs, new group of friends, new environment with a move, new tastes, new hobbies. Or it could mean, like I said earlier, I keep getting recalibration. Simply where you almost charge yourself in and you sink back to the person you're supposed to be. So as a result, some things may change in how you used to live and how you used to be and operate. What other messages for my Cancers? What other messages for the month of June? We got Hermit. Virgo energy I'm getting to. Retreat and recharge. Usually, and I think we have a moon coming up in a water sign. Not 100% correct. But we have, I'm sensing just water right now. When your season hits, it's really a lot of emotions and feelings and tapping into how we are. And I feel like some of you are preparing for that. But I feel like too, with any type of healing that you do, especially ancestral healing, and especially as you are living your life, it's heavy. Look at this. Sometimes the healing we do and the healing that we undergo in our lives, it changes our direction in life. It changes who we are. It changes our life path. Some of you are retreating at this moment, or have been retreating. We did have Mercury in retrograde until the 3rd, and it just went direct, but we're still in the shadow period. And so communication and anything Mercury rules, like commerce, travel, communications, media, it's still a little wonky. And so some of you may still be staying within. I just got this peaceful. Some of you have also, may have left charged situations that could take different forms, but different environments that were not for your optimal well-being. So there's a lot of rest. This has been actually a prominent theme throughout everyone's reading. I would say May was a very heavy-duty month of a lot of karmic wounds, karmic wounds coming up. I'm not even able to finish sentences. Karmic wounds coming up, karmic contracts ending, cycles ending. There's a major release with the lunar eclipse in Scorpio, your sibling water sign, or your water sibling, I should say. So there was a lot of emotional release, and I feel like you definitely have felt this, and this was something you also processed, because I'm feeling a lot of, like I said, I felt like peace, inward quietness when I tapped into your energy. Any final messages from this Ancestors and Angels deck for my Cancers? Thank you. Wow. I feel like we are just so in your Cancer energy right now. We got Earth Mother. Feel loved and comforted. Does this not just scream Cancer? This is like the epitome of Cancer. You're the mother of the zodiac, the nurturer, feeling your emotions, knowing you're grounded and you have the earth beneath you for stability, but knowing you can tap into how you're feeling and using that connection with your heart space to move you forward in life. I feel like at this time, you have released a lot of energies around you. It doesn't mean that you release physically. I think some of you have already released people physically, but the energy still lingered. But you've done a lot of releasing and clearing, a lot of work on not just ancestral wounds, and these can take many different forms: self-sabotage, codependency, having no boundaries, not being able to assert yourself. So many. It's going to vary for everyone, but I feel like this does touch into your value system, into your worth, into the love you have for yourself. And of course, after all of this healing, you're going into retreat and take care of yourself. And who better? You all know how to take care of yourself and nurture yourself. This is absolutely beautiful. Calm energy. I got a lot of feminine energy, but a balance too with masculine energy. So I feel like many of you have taken this balanced approach in your life as well. You may resonate with butterflies. There's been a lot of transformation and rebirth. I feel like abundance is coming. It's on its way, but this healing that you've done, it was necessary for you. This was a rebirth. And this is why a lot of you have recalibrated. The healing you've done has changed the course that you are going forward. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to pull Moonology and then we're going to pull some tarot for further insights. And I'll be pulling them throughout. So I feel like this month, many of you, excuse me, I'm feeling this month, you are setting a new stage up for a new direction in your life. And again, it's going to look something different. But I feel like this is, for a lot of readings, I'm getting a whole new life shift. And for you, I'm just getting a recalibration. You're basically pressing the reset button and you're making sure that wherever you go, whoever crosses your path and whatever you do, it aligns to your heart space. That the way you feel about it is good. And if it's not good, you're not doing it. The same thing with people around you. There's a semblance of your value system. It just increased. What guidance can the moon offer us? You all are ruled by the moon. And so I feel like the last several lunar cycles have been, I'll just say potent. And we had the new moon in Gemini last week. And that shifted things dramatically. I don't know if you felt it after the lunar eclipse we had in May. Look at this, first quarter moon in Cancer. You all came out, pushed through any insecurity. So during times of transition, because this is exactly what I'm getting as well. I'm sensing when you heal and you're at that point in your life, you're like, what I used to do, who I used to be, who I used to surround myself with, the belief systems that I had, they're not me anymore. And it's almost like you got an upgrade. You know, like your computers and phones, how you upgrade them periodically, it's that way. And sometimes that means you're going to have to shift something in your life. Something's going to have to change. I'm getting strongly, I keep hearing recalibration. So when we're in this time of liminality, of in between, of a void, when we're waiting for something new to start, when we're figuring something out, there can be feelings of anxiety coming up. There could be feelings of doubt, of insecurities, of, oh my goodness, did I make the wrong decision? What in the world? So I feel like this is all coming up to be released, to be acknowledged. It's normal. It's okay to feel this way. When we don't know what's next, when we don't know what's coming up, when we don't know the next puzzle piece, like we can't see it, of course we're going to have some semblance of fear because we don't know it. This is a new path for us. I'm strongly getting for you to trust and surrender, to let go. This is why making sure you feel loved and comforted at this time is going to help you. Ground yourself, whatever that means to you, whether it's meditation or dancing or being in nature or floating in a bathtub or in a pool or playing with your animals. There's something you need to do to take care of yourself. This is going to help calm any insecurities and fears that arise. And we have the first quarter moon today. It already went into the lunar phase of Virgo. So it's ironic you got first quarter moon in Cancer. What other messages for, whoa, this popped up. We got your polar sign. First quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. So right now, I feel like after the work you've gone through, some of you have gone through massive illuminations, which led to massive transformations and changes. Like I said, I keep coming back to that damn compass here, this map, a recalibration. Some of you have just learned something new in the last, I'm getting 2 to 4 weeks, but time is fluid. So take it as it resonates. I'm just getting as of recent, You've learned a lot of new things from your own intuition, from the messages you're receiving and following, any synchronicities, and from people and situations unveiling themselves. It's time to be kind. Look at this. Feel loved and comforted. Unleash your kindest self. Push through any insecurity, retreat and recharge. June is going to be a month for you to get back to you. Ironically, that comes with your season. It's time for you to get in touch with yourself again. This is reminiscent of another reading I did. I forgot who, about coming back to self. We're going to pull some tarot now to see what other messages we're going to get for you for June. I already feel like some of you have already retreated or made a game plan to take care of yourself, to perhaps go to a retreat, to take time out for solitude and rest, or even do a staycation. We are going to pull some tarot here. I'm just shuffling. Comment down below. What have you been working through or healing? And what has happened in the last several weeks? Sometimes when we've done so much healing work, and I'll just say, I'm at Cancer North Node. In the last week, a little bit more than a week, I felt like I've done so much healing work than in the past 6 months. It was that intense. And so I'm feeling for you all a similar energy. And from most of the signs, I've gotten something similar, but I feel for you, it's almost like you flushed, because I got a toilet. You just flushed and released so much in your physical, material world, but also energetically. And when you do that, the end result is, it's like a freshness, but it's also a feeling of tiredness, of exhaustion, and of taking time to recoup. Okay. What messages, what additional messages for my Cancers, please? What else do they need to know for the month of June? Okay, we got Three of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. This is Earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So I feel like you all are definitely focused on yourself, on your stability, on your security, on really nurturing yourself. This is kind of, look at the pose. I mean, it's one person, but I feel like you're very much focused on yourself right now, on working on what makes you feel good, on what brings you comfort, on what makes you feel secure. It's almost like you're getting ready, you're getting your nest ready, your home for your season coming up. And some of you, I'm tapping into your sanctuary, your home right now. You're working on settling in and cozying up, almost like hibernating, ironically, even though up here in the Northern Hemisphere where I'm at, it's summer and it's hot and most people are out, but I'm getting an energy of you retreating. I'm not, and intuitively, I do feel like you are tapping into your support network, into your support system that is helping you at this moment. You're tapping into resources as well. It doesn't have to be human. It could be fur babies, animals, creatures, nature. But you're tapping into elements that are helping you just feel more grounded. Because after a major recalibration, in other words, after a rebirth, a huge transformation in which we heal, in which we unearth a lot of information, a lot of things come to light, a lot of messages, and this energetically changes things in our life journey and our path. Sometimes the biggest shifts I feel happen up here, and then they unravel in our material world. And it's huge because it's simply, I always use this metaphor of putting on a new pair of glasses, but you see something different, right? It's like using or having a new worldview. Oh, another one popped out. I didn't even have to shuffle. We got Justice. Got Libra energy here. So I feel like for what it is that you've experienced, especially in terms of healing and perhaps leaving situations, people, places behind, and also to mental frameworks, cognitive distortions, the way you think, the way you operate. I feel like there's been a balance achieved within yourself, like a yin and yang, and I feel like that in itself has brought a lot of peace within you. You're a very caring, nurturing energy, and I feel like many of you tend to overgive. This is the energy I'm tapping into. But I feel like you are all retracting your energy for yourself at this moment, in this time for June. It's going to be about you. There's a balance that I'm sensing you want in your lives. No more overgiving, no more one-sidedness. Perhaps some of you were putting too much energy and time into your work and not enough into yourself. The same with your healing. When we heal, it almost creates an energetic balance in our lives. Because when we have a lot of trauma that's unhealed, there's an imbalance, and we feel it energetically, and we feel it in the interactions we have with people. What else can you tell me about retreating and hermiting? Anything else my Cancers need to know? We got 8 of Swords. So I feel like you're letting this go. For very few of you, I feel like you're still in this state, but this is very similar to this card, pushing through insecurities, doubts, self-sabotage, anything. These are illusions that you yourself restrain your own being in, because in reality you're free, but things, people's places, other people that are mirroring to you, disillusionments, also illusionments, things that aren't real, but also to yourself. I feel like these are insecurities and things that are naturally coming up to be integrated, because I feel like many of you have done a lot of healing, are in the process of doing healing. So this is why you're being called to hermit and to really take care of yourself and comfort yourself. Self-care should be preeminent for the month of June. Anything else we need to know about the ancestral patterns? Anything we need to know for the ancestral patterns? Kid you not, we got 13, death, rebirth. Yep. You all have just ended a huge chapter, a cycle, an energetic cycle in your life. Wow, all of these readings I've done so far have been about cleaning the slate and starting new. But you all have just gone through, I feel like, the healing work you've done. You have healed some aspect of your lineage, and it has completely transformed you and those coming after you and those before you. And you're literally seeing things anew. When we go through this type of major transformation in our life, this is a huge change. We do need to recalibrate. We do need to rest. We have to take time out. Okay, final message with these, and we'll be pulling some more after. Any final messages, final wisdom, words of advice for my Cancers? Look at this, my Cancers. We got Hermit, remember, with the Oracle card? We got Hermit with the Tarot, Virgo energy. Some of you may have Virgo in your chart. Wow, this is just double confirmation by the universe. It's hermit time. Doesn't mean you have to be in isolation and not talk to another human for the next month, but it's time to retract your energy, take back your power, and put that all onto you and rejuvenate yourself. Get back into a daily ritual or practice that feels loving and comforting to you, nurturing. Maybe that's journaling or drinking tea or sitting outside for a few minutes or walking your animals or doing yoga in bed, whatever it is that helps you start the day in a way that you want to feel. And I feel for most of you, it's calm. There's a serenity here, peace, balance. I'm not getting anything invigorating where you want to wake up and go immediately on the treadmill or cycle class. I'm getting a very calm start to your day after all the work you've done. Love it when the universe just confirms. You all are definitely, June, it's a month of taking care of you. because I feel like July, things are going to pick up. After May and all of the work a lot of people at the collective and many energies have been doing on healing and things that's just being thrown at us, right? With the eclipse season that we just went through, some of this is just out of our control and we have to deal with it. We're going to pull a Sacred Traveler to see what other advice the universe has for you on your soul journey. Got one card. Strong prominence of Cancer here. You may have Cancer in your other charts or several placements, or maybe a stellium in your chart. There's a lot of water energy here, but I'm getting Cancer. Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. I feel like you're gonna be receiving a lot of messages in the coming weeks. This is definitely relating to the next step in your path journey after this recalibration, or in the process of recalibrating. After this healing, this change, this rebirth, you're going to be receiving messages on your next steps. And there's going to be a lot of things that are unexpected. Some of you may work with gnomes, fairies, mythical creatures, music. But this is your ruling celestial body, the moon. And it's very intuitive, it's feminine energy, it's very comforting, nurturing. So I feel like this is going to just enhance. You're going to, in your own season as well, your intuition is going to be heightened. So be very open to receiving messages. Messages that you don't necessarily expect. Oh, we got another one. Grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. Yep, I mentioned this with the Earth Mother. At this time, especially with the 2 Hermit cards we got, and generally the sense of nurturing yourself, ground yourself. It's really, really important, especially after all the work that you've done, healing that you've done, and this change. You have to ground yourself so that you know that you are present in this 3D reality, even though you do have a spiritual life. And grounding yourself also helps to reduce anxieties, fears, and insecurities. Because when you focus on the now, you focus on what's happening, like right now, in the present moment. And that allows you to focus on your breath, focus on what's going on, and to acknowledge that without having to worry about the past or the future. Any final messages from these Sacred Travelers Oracle for my Cancers? Anything else they need to know about their journey? Faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. Some of you may have your eyes set on moving for work, or just because you want to move finally, and this is the opportunity you have to move to a location that's more aligned to you. Like I said, I kept saying this, and I will. You are recalibrating. You've recalibrated. I feel like you've shifted your path somehow, and this may entail moving to a new place. Could also mean traveling to a new place for work, for study, for learning. Could also mean connecting with others in this new place. Some of you may be moving, not just geographically, moving, you know, for a new home, new environment, new city, but moving to join someone, whether that's family, friends, a new community, or a romantic partner, or even work. Get ready. This could be somewhere exotic, but I feel like wherever you're going, and this travel could be geographic, and it could also encompass learning and growth, because we do have Jupiter in, I was going to say we have Jupiter in Saturn, we have Jupiter in Aries, and that is really about going to lengths beyond our comfort zone, taking that courageous, bold move, doing things we normally don't. But I feel like this is to come. This is down the road. I feel like this is going to come. I'm not getting June, I'm getting after, but prepare yourself. That's why you're being called to hermit, to retreat, recharge, and take care of yourself. Very similar energy to, I think it was in one of the earth signs, to really take care of yourself. now, a lot of rest and recharge and taking a breather, because things are going to pick up pretty quickly after that. We're going to tap into the angel guide to see what messages your angels have. Divine timing. So something here that's happening within your path, it's happening in divine timing. I feel like that's the answer for everything, divine timing. We have to release control and not try to control the outcome. Any other guidance for my Cancers? Anything else they need to know about faraway places? Excuse me, the card just fell. Okay. Here we go. Ease and grace. This energy of you just, I'm getting melding into your environment, of doing things slowly. I feel like some of you have taken a step back. And again, because of this recalibration, of this rerouting of your journey, your life path, you're reconsidering things. So you're a little prudent, but you're doing things with ease. This is a really nice energy because you're not rushing. And some of you may already have felt this divine timing, especially with a lot of the lunar energy we have had. Let's see what messages the archangels have for you all. What other messages do we have for my Cancers? We have Archangel Haniel. Seek soul satisfaction, fan a flame of inner happiness. Some of you may resonate with dolphins. I also got, are they daffodils? This shift in your life, you are reconnecting to your heart, to your soul, to what you truly want. Tons of water lunar energy here. This is like coming back to you. You're finally doing things that bring you happiness and satisfaction. Look at this. It's about you. I feel like the unicorn is something many of you may resonate with. Some of you may work with these beings. We're going to pull a unicorn oracle. What messages are in store? What messages do you have for my Cancers for the month of June? A lot of blue here and water. There's a very calming effect here. Got a lot of blue in your chart. Some of you may be working on your third chakra, but I'm getting healing more so than anything from this blue. We got Cosmic Sapphire 33. Act with honor and integrity. Speak your truth. Mercury did go direct on the 3rd, so some of you may want to say something, may have something to express, whether to others or to yourself. I feel like some of you are journaling, are writing out, expressing your thoughts if you can't speak them at the moment. But there's a lot of healing energy coming through here. A lot of blue. Look at this. Generally, blue is the color of the throat chakra, and yes, it does tap into it, but I'm getting strongly healing. Okay, we are going to wrap this up and see what soul guidance, what message for your path, what soul guidance message for my Cancers. What soul guidance message for my Cancers, please? Okay, I got one. Surrender. Excuse me. I can release my need to control. Some of you may have Capricorn in your chart. We do have first quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self here. I got Capricorn instinctively, although anyone can be controlling. It's across all the signs, so I'm not singling out Capricorns. Surrender to this journey. We got divine timing. So be careful about trying to rush anything, trying to make things happen, trying to force anything. Your energy right now is to go into hermit mode and retreat, recoup, rejuvenate. That's a beautiful way to surrender, is when you put that energy in yourself and just let it go. It also allows your batteries to recharge. And finally, let's take a look what spirit animal messages are in store for you for June. Okay, final messages for my Cancers for June. These are such slippery cards, this deck. Whoa. Some of you connect with dolphins. We got dolphin, play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. This is another message about going with the flow, surrendering, divine timing. This is beautiful. We got Archangel Haniel too, which had dolphins. So there's something, an element here, a lot of water, a lot of healing. It's time for you to take a step back in the month of June. Take care of yourself because you've done a lot of work. And remember, time is fluid. We're all on different timelines. So this is something that you may have already worked through, are currently working through, or will be working through. But all of this is part of reshifting your path so that it's more heart-centered and truly aligned to where you want to go in all areas of your life. You're being called to take a step back, go inward, listen to your intuition and in your voice, and take care of yourself and nurture yourself like you would the other people in your life, like you would to show others, because you are going to be embarking on a journey, I feel, very, very soon. So it's important that you take care of yourself. My Cancers, I hope this helped and resonated with you. I am wishing you a beautiful and restorative June. Until then, I'll see you during our weeklies, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for being here. Take care.